Everybody, it's Chris over at Dixieland Farm, and today is the day of my surgery. I'm having my knee surgery today. So, when I started documenting my first knee replacement, there was like one video out by Dame Judi Dench, and then a couple of doctors are like, yeah, you'll feel some discomfort. And that's just not the case. But now there's way more in-depth vlogs about what to expect. So my advice is to maybe watch them because it's nerve-wracking. It's, the whole leading up process. Like, you're in pain and, like, you're going to get relief. I know I'm going to get this brief window here when they drug me and put the nerve block on of having no knee pain. And then I'm going to have a lot of knee pain again. So it's, it's the anticipation, and you're doubting yourself. Is this really worth all of this? It is. I've already had a knee replacement. I know it is. But, like, it's still, you still have feelings like, wow, this is a lot. Because it's not an easy surgery. So it's just dealing with that leading up to it. And then, you have brief moments where it doesn't hurt. And then you have brief moments where it hurts a lot. You're like, oh, yeah, this is totally necessary. So a lot of self-doubt. But that's just part of the process. So excited to be done, but I'm also excited to not talk about my knee anymore. Bothering Marissa about my knee for months now, and I'm gonna still talk about my knee. It's just I like to talk about something else. Back in the room, ordered my food. Real sleepy right now, but can't move my legs. I can move my knees a little bit right now. Still can't wiggle my toes. The way the timing is, probably have to stay overnight, but doing great so far because the nerve blocks are in, and yeah, happy it's over. Spirits are high. That's because the pain hasn't kicked in yet. And the way it works here is you have to request your pain medicine, so you have to let them know. They just don't hand it out to you. Well, good evening from the hospital room. So got out of surgery around 1:45, 1:30. Yeah, maybe a little bit earlier. They took my x-ray at 1:45, I know that. And then I was transferred up to my hospital room and ordered food, which was pretty good. It was a pot roast, kind of a watery broth, but it was okay. And felt fine. It took a long time to get feeling back in my legs from the nerve block. Well, I still have a nerve block, but it was an epidural that kind of just shut down my legs. So finally was able to wiggle my toes, but by that point, physical therapy was kind of done for the day. So I'm staying the night. Marissa went home, had dinner, and now I'm just watching YouTube. And I am in quite a bit of pain. Pain level is 7. It's and that's with medication too. They gave me Dilaudid, and there's a muscle relaxer that they gave me. But what I'm doing right now is I've got my leg propped up so that way the knee straightens out. This is about the only physical therapy that I can do. And this is very important because you don't want your knee to do that. You want to do everything, and it's going to do that anyway, but you want to do everything you can to straighten it out. And the reason is the muscles up here in the leg get a rest. You can't go through life with your knee just like that. Otherwise, your leg muscles are always firing. So it's very important to get that straight back. And doing it now, even though it hurts this much to do it, is going to give me the best opportunity to not let scar tissue settle in. So I'm just dealing with the pain. Got the ice machine on the whole time. I can get more medication in about 2 hours, and I'm going to just try to stay up as much as I can. That way I get really tired, and then I'll take that medication, then hopefully I can sleep a good 4 or 6 hour chunk. I can have my Dilaudid, the narcotic, every 4 hours. Plus they're giving me other stuff as well, Tylenol and Celebrex and those kind of things. So yeah, even though I'm just laying here, I am doing physical therapy even without a physical therapist because I know the deal. And then I am trying to move a bit. So they gave me a urinal, which I've filled up twice, but they said my next time that I need to urinate, that they're going to get me up on the walker and move me to the bathroom, which is good. Moving around, I think, is going to help. Just laying out here is not helping. And so how do I feel? I feel happy that it's all done, that it seems everything went well. I didn't get to talk to the doctor, but, you know, my life is progressing, and Marissa's taking care of the farm, and we had barn helpers today that took care of feeding and turning out the horses, so she's all settled in. My dog did not pee, so that's good. And then I get to go home tomorrow, probably around noon. Physical therapy should be here around 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock. And then I'll be discharged. So I'll get a breakfast. That means 3 meals. I do not mind being in the hospital. Hospitals do not freak me out. This hospital is very nice. It's a private room. It's quiet. Great Wi-Fi, so I'm just watching YouTube. And I'm laying down here, and it's nice to be doted on, right? So I hit the button. What do you need? I need this. Boom, it's done. I want food. I dial the number. I get food. The kitchen is now closed, but still. So it's totally fine. Though every once in a while I get like a flash of when my mother was in the hospital, and when she was having a kind of a psychotic break. So, and it makes me a little sad to have that memory, but it's just real brief. It's not really lingering with me. And then also my heart rate's been high. Why? Because they basically sawzalled my leg, and so I've been thinking about my father, who died at 59 with a heart attack in the hospital, right, while he was having an exploratory. So I'm like, oh, is this my fate? So that medication is also doing that to me, which I recognize. I'm not sad, but it's a mild intrusive thought that it's just an extra thing to deal with, but that's okay. I'm fine. I do not have buyer's remorse, but it's on my mind that this next week is going to be painful. This first week is the most painful, and then from that point on, it's constant. I mean, it's always constant, but like the grind of it is not at this level, but it's cumulative, right? So you being in pain for so long hurts. It wears at you. So this brief start of the pain, while it's more intense, it doesn't grind your spirit, right? You know what happened, and it's obvious, and you're like, okay, and you take medication, and you just kind of deal with it. It's the constant pain that really grinds at you emotionally. So I am not there yet. I'm more excited that, hey, I can walk with the walker to the bathroom. That's a positive step, and I'll be able to brush my teeth standing up. I'll be able to stand up. These are positive things. I get to go home tomorrow, so I've got these small milestones in the next 24 hours. Well, hello, everybody. It's Christopher Dixon Farm, and I got discharged from the hospital today, so I had to stay overnight, which was fine. Rough sleep, which is to be expected. A lot of it was probably tourniquet pain. But yeah, 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock, kind of could sleep for 5 minutes and not, and 5 minutes and not. And then at 1:30, when I got my my dose of medicine, then I was able to sleep all the way to 5 o'clock, which is great. That's actually very good for the first night. And occupational therapy and physical therapy came. They say I'm doing fantastic. They can just tell from walking around that I'm going to do great. And I've already got a 5-degree straight, which is great. And I've already got a 90-degree bend, which is a second week goal. And I'm already there. So I will have a backslide. That's just going to happen. The nerve block is pretty much wearing off. I felt pins and needles, so I'm going to assume the nerve block is gone now. But I'm feeling optimistic. I am not down on myself or upset. The doctor said the surgery was great, and that I did have again, a deformity, the chondroil, I can't pronounce it, the bump on the femur was shorter than the other, but it was also kind of angled out. So while it wasn't pounding away at my cartilage, it wasn't right, and that also explains why my kneecap was all bent out of shape. So yeah, knee replacement was necessary. I could have extended a little bit of time, maybe, but not really. He said the cartilage was messed up too. So, you know, this was bound to happen. So got it done now. And the way I was, I had to get it done. So again, optimistic. I'm feeling good. That is going to change the next couple of weeks, but I've had a lot of people pulling for me. I've had people praying for me, which is always nice to know that people care. Well, good morning. So I just had my first physical therapy appointment. We are less than 48 hours from my surgery. And here we are. So my bend isn't as good, but it was 85. But it hurt a lot. I mean, my pain level is a 7. Might even be an 8. I mean, it's pretty brutal. And also, like, I am just kind of dazed from the lack of sleep. I was waking up every hour, every 2 hours, but that's normal, and I know that's normal, so I think that would bother somebody who's fresh to this, but because I am not, I know that comes with the territory, and my straight is doing great, and not only that, I graduated to a cane already. So last night, or this morning rather, I'm like, I'm going to try the cane as I was walking around trying to feel a little better. So if you are being woken up by your foot, your leg, knee, you should get up and move around just a little bit. That helps. So as I was getting around, I'm like, I think I can use the cane. And so they graduated me to the cane now. So other than that, I'm just kind of exhausted. Versus holding in like a trooper here, taking care of everything. And also exciting, my car is at 99,990. So by the time we get home, it's going to go 99, and then 100,000. Oh, and at our exit, 100,000 miles. Woo! We did it, baby.